Hi, I'm Rodney Robertson. Welcome to the Truth Podcast. We're so excited to have you tune in today. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. This is going to be an amazing interview, and I'm excited about it. Today I have with me Melvin Council Jr. He's from Rochester, New York. He's a clubs kid, Boys and Girls Club. I've known him pretty much all his life. I should say all his life. And he's doing some amazing things, and I'm proud of him, and I just want to sit down with you for a minute. Before you take off to go to school, when are you leaving for school, as a matter of fact?
This week, Saturday.
This week, Saturday, and you'll pretty much be gone until what, the season start?
Yep.
Awesome. So let's just talk a little bit about your basketball journey. Obviously, you grew up here at the club. You played bitty ball here at the club. You kind of honed your game and your skills here at the club, and you played high school ball. When you first played high school ball, where were you at?
I was at Greece Athena High School.
Okay, how many years did you play at Greece Athena?
2.
2 years, and then you left Greece Athena and went where?
U Prep.
Okay, and from U Prep, you ended up going to play college ball. You weren't at Kansas, obviously. This is your first year going to be at Kansas. Where did you go to play Division I college first?
I went to junior college. I took the JUCO route. Then I went to Wagner University. Then I went to St. Bonaventure. Now I'm at Kansas.
Okay. What is the most exciting thing about you playing at a Power 5 school like Kansas?
Just getting to meet new people, being around Bill Self, he's a Hall of Famer, and just knowing that the college is known for their basketball, and that excites me a lot.
So listen, like I said, I've known you your whole life. You've always been a magnificent young man. Even when you were a kid, always happy and having a good time. And you probably don't remember I used to come up with you and pick you on my team, and we'd play everybody and beat them in the gym. You don't know if you remember that.
Yeah, I definitely remember that. The Shooter Game 50, we used to play that.
Okay,
that.
all right.
Yeah.
So a couple years back, I feel like you got in a situation that kind of it derailed you a little bit, but it looks like you're back on track. What did you do mentally to stay locked in and just keep fighting for it to end up where you are right now?
Basketball. The basketball never stopped. I never stopped dribbling the basketball, even though stuff happened in my past. I just love the game, and I know if I had the basketball in my hand, everything was going to be good.
Okay. Do you feel like to some degree that you going this route to get to Kansas was some of it was connected to some of the things that you had went through, and you just had to keep fighting until you got this opportunity?
Yeah, most definitely. A lot of schools didn't want to reach out to me or talk to me because of what happened, and I understand it. Nobody want a person like me or whatever. They think the image is of me at their school, so it made me strive more and just work on my game a lot more, and now I'm blessed to be where I'm at right now.
Absolutely. I'm so excited for you because I knew what happened to you, and I know you as a person, and I know that's not your character, but I understand how things are for us and how things can go a certain way, but I'm so glad you stayed resilient. You stuck with it, and I'm excited about this season. How about you?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I told my mom this. I got nine more months to change her life. I'm at the stage where I could change her life, and the goal is the NBA, and I'm at the highest level. All I got to do is perform and just stay the course.
I don't know if you know how proud this city is of you, especially those of us who know you, know your dad. Your dad was an amazing basketball player. Obviously, he's not as amazing as he was after we showed a B-roll of the footage where you just cooked him a little bit. But how has your dad been an influence on your life and your basketball?
Just hearing stories about my dad growing up, and I mimic everything about my dad, and my dad told me that he wanted me to be better than him and just, pass him, and that's what I'm doing, and I can't thank him more. And then he know the game, and I used to get mad at him certain games. He used to text me during halftime and saying what I need to do, and I didn't want to hear that because, I was in a drought during some games and stuff, but he played a huge role in my career right now.
Yeah. Your mom, super supportive, always been. What does she – obviously you just kind of expressed your goal and what she means to you, but talk about your mom a little bit and the influence and the impact your mother's had on your life.
Being a single parent with 3 kids, it's hard. Being the oldest and me wanting things and she taking the time out to make sure I'm good, even though I got 2 younger siblings and taking the time out with them. So I owe my younger siblings a lot because, they never mom this, mom that. They just let my mom do whatever for me, and I can't thank them more enough.
How much of an influence has the Boys and Girls Club and its staff been on your life?
Oh, a huge part. You know, my dad started working here. I came here when I was young with my dad, and ever since I'm just a club kid. And Mr. Mahoney played a huge part in my life. Big Reg played a huge part, and I just can't thank those two enough.
For those that don't know, Mr. Mahoney is the director of the
Yeah,
club, and Reggie is the one that runs the gym.
yeah.
Talk about Big Reg and some of the things that you love about him, like about him.
I mean, I always wanted to play on Big Reg's team. I never got the chance to growing up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, always played against Reg, and Reg always had like guys that was tough and stuff. So that made me to who I am. You know, going against people that he thought it was tough and like just challenging me and stuff like that. He played a huge role, and that's where I get that dog from, just from the club. It's all starting in this gym right here.
So you're from Rochester. You know, we've been blessed the last decade or so to have an influx of people from Rochester playing the NBA. Anyone sticks out to you in particular in regards to you saying, okay, they did it, I can do it?
Most Jalen Pickett, that's my guy right there. You know, he was at Aquinas and went prep school and Penn State, and like the reason I say Jalen Pickett, because he didn't change his game at all. And people like to change their game growing up. I didn't change my game at all either. So I look at him as like a role model and like, oh, he could do it. He from Rochester, I could do it too.
Wow. Okay. You know, Jay Pick is my guy too. All right. So, and really just a kind, wonderful guy as well. So, big question. Tell everybody what we can expect from Melvin Council Jr. this year at Kansas and why they need to be tuning in.
A lot of excitement. It's gonna be, you know, people don't know my name right now, but they're ever gonna know my name, and I gotta just put on for the town. You know, inner city kid. Rochester is so small, and I want people to understand that we got talent too in here. And so I'm at Kansas, so I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them a good time.
Now, you know that you're not the first player from the area to go to Kansas. I want to see some trivia right here. Do you know and can you name at least one player from this area, Section 5, that played at Kansas?
I don't know anything about Kansas history. I was a Duke fan, so I don't know.
Oh, my God. You can't say that you was a Duke fan and you're on your way to Kansas.
I was a Duke fan growing up.
You never heard of Terry Brown?
No.
He's from Lions. He played at Kansas. And matter of fact, he played on the team, I believe, with Danny Manning. You've heard of Danny Manning, right?
Yeah.
He played on the team with Danny Manning. Downtown Terry Brown could shoot the lights out from Section 5, from Lions, played at Kansas. So the next time this trivial question come up, you need to remember Terry Brown.
Terry Brown.
When you get to school, too, see if they got some stuff out there about him. But Terry Brown, big shout out to Terry Brown from Lions. Most of the cats that hooped in the 80s would know who he is, big-time ball player. So with all that being said, your goal is the NBA. And has your goal always been the NBA, or you just was playing basketball and just enjoying basketball, and then it became a goal?
I mean, going to different schools and stuff like that, it was really the NBA, but it was like a hard way to get there. But now that I'm Kansas, I just got to just put my foot in again, and the NBA is right there. It's right there.
Nice. All right, we got Melvin Council Sr. here with us, and everybody that knows me know I love my club kids. And I've kind of known you since you were young. Definitely knew Duke more than I knew you. Most people don't know you actually kind of quiet and to yourself. But when you get on the basketball court, you become a whole nother person. This is what I wanted to ask you. Nobody knows when they have a child what their child is going to become and what they're going to do. Tell me how you feel having a son that has accomplished so much despite some of the things and the adversity he's had to go through.
It's no better feeling to see my son that me and his mom had come through what he came through. I mean, I don't believe nobody can it's just not a feeling that I got, man, because this kid is just amazing right now. And through all the stuff he came through and I seen and what he accomplished, it's no better feeling.
How excited are you about this year coming up at Kansas?
Very excited. I can't wait to see him surrounded by players that's on the same level as him. I mean, we right where we want to be right now. I mean, it took a minute, but we definitely right where we need to be at.
I got to ask you a tough question because I was a young father. I didn't have my father in my life like I should have. How does it feel to be in your son's life? And I know some of your history, not all of it, but I know that you yourself, most people don't know, you fought through a lot yourself, and I've watched you do some amazing things personally. Even though maybe somebody else don't realize this as amazing as I do, but I know just for the things that you've been able to do, they're amazing. And then you're able to experience this with your son. Like, I'm only saying that because I got 3 boys, you know that. And the fact that my sons have just done anything positive in the city where so many people have fallen to the wayside, and you could have easily done that yourself, but you know, you actually give back to children. You do a whole lot. People don't even understand. I just got to understand, what does it mean for you and your son to be at this point, and for him to be at this point? I don't know how to put it into words, but I'm actually proud of you. And I don't know how to say it any other way. I'm proud of you, and I'm excited, but I'm really trying to get somebody who's quiet to express how they feel.
Well, I appreciate the love you've shown me and given me throughout my years, by the way. But like I said, man, it's unreal seeing my boy do the same thing that I wanted to do and accomplish, and he's getting a bit further than what I have done. It's no better feeling to see, like, myself playing. He's probably more athletic than I am, but watching him play, it's just unreal, man.
He gave you a major compliment earlier. You know, basically kind of like you're the foundation and things of that nature, and he's just honored to be able to do it at the next level. For me, I know this to be true. I told my son this because his name is a junior. I said, you know, the thing is that God blessed me to have you. You carry my namesake, and you've taken it, and you've done so much more than I could have even thought I could do. Like, I told my son, you've actually made our name great. Even though you had a pretty good name in this city, but now it's on a national level, and in some cases it may be international. I don't think people have seen the half of what this man can really do on the court. Sometimes he shocked me. He's a little nasty on that court, man.
It is. He amazing, man. Like, every day I watch him play, and I just be amazed at some of the stuff that he can do right now. Like, he definitely put in the work. I'll say time after time, man, working with him, showing him, you know, making him more think the game instead of play the game.
Yeah,
is what I'm really wanting to see this year coming up for him.
Okay. You know what else he said about you? He said that when he would play games, you would send texts and tell him the stuff he said he didn't want to hear it, but it's the stuff he could do better and what he need to fix.
Oh, man. Definitely. He would block me sometimes, man, but
you didn't tell me that part, though.
And it's crazy and he's not even doing nothing wrong, but this basketball life and journey that he's trying to pursue, it's tough, man.
Yeah.
So if I'm not going to critique him, who is?
You know what? There's a scripture in Proverbs 27:5. It says, open rebuke is better than secret love. When people really love you, they tell you the truth. It don't feel like it in the time, but they tell you the truth. They correct you. It's the people that's always flattering you and never telling you the truth. That's always yes people, that the ones you have to really watch out for. But when you love, you tell the truth because you want to see that person excel and be the best that they can be. And it feels like at this point in their life, he's understood that. So you don't block him no more. You don't ignore him no more.
Man, he still does, but I mean, I love it. I mean, I can't help it, man. That's just the basketball father in me to just like let him know what he doing wrong, and he might not even be doing it wrong, but I want him to be the best, always be the best on the court at everything.
And listen, it sounds like when we was talking earlier, you kind of understand that. I feel like this year, man, is going to be super. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to get to one of these games. I didn't come to your games last year because I know a lot of people was trying to get there. And I'm like this. I don't like bothering people and asking them for anything, but I'm going to get to a game this year. And I'm going to get to see you fulfill your dream and even the standard in the dream that your dad and your mom have for you. So, boom, I'm excited for you and your son and your family. This going to be a big year. Kansas, y'all don't even know who and what y'all have, but he done told y'all he a dog. I've been watching the interviews, and what dogs do? Oh, now he going to play me like that. We're going to try this again. And what dogs do? Wow. And what dogs do? You're going to have to do a lot of editing. I'm going to say it one more time so we can get it. What does dogs do?
I don't know.
Well, what you say about dogs?
What do dogs do?
I don't know what dogs do, but if you ain't a dog,
Then you dog food.
That's all I want him to say. What you just said. I don't know what dogs do, but if you ain't a dog, you dog food. And so I'm excited about that part. We thank you. Again, I love you. I love you. And I am going to show the clip where he just dunked on you today with the left hand. It was left-handed too.
for the people out there, this is his camp. I let him do that.
Oh.
For the record.
Because you want the campers to think highly of him.
You got to.
And if an old man lock him.
There's nothing wrong with taking an L from your son.
I don't know about that, but okay. I have a hard time with that. I do anything to get a win. Clothesline, cheat. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. And you ought to know that because I would have hacked you and beat you up too.
I already beat you, right?
No, I got the video. I beat you 7-zip
you
right
keep
down
saying
there at
the
that
video,
court.
but I ain't seen a video
I'm
yet.
going to put the video on here, and I'm going to show y'all where he walked
when
out
I
mad.
beat you, did you not gift card me a Red Lobster for $50?
Wow. You telling lies? I was going to say you telling lies in church, but we ain't in church.
There you go.
All right, we have Melvin Council Jr.'s mother here, Londa, a.k.a. Big Mama. That's what she told me to call her, so I'm going to call her Big Mama.
Thank you.
But we have her here. We're excited. I wanted to know, because I remember you since high school. Not that I went to high school with you, but I remember you since high school. I know your brother, DL. How old were you when you had Melvin?
I was 21.
21? Okay. So 21 years later, he's been playing high school ball. You watched him play biddy ball. You watched him his whole life play basketball. And at some point, you thought you could play too.
Oh, I was the truth.
I knew you was going to say that. I just need to see the footage. That's all. I need to see the footage. But that's okay. When you had him at 21 years old, did you think you would be seeing your son do what he's doing right now?
Not really, but I knew he was gonna play basketball. Since the age of 3, I bought him that Fisher Price basketball court, and it was the wall ball he was doing. So I knew he was gonna be something, but not like this big.
Okay.
Yeah.
You hold the mic like you're a rapper. You got some.
I could flip something for you.
She holding the mic like she rap. Like she's like, well, I'm telling you, if I have to, it's gonna go there. But okay. I was asking him and even his dad, with all the adversity he's gone through over the last few years, what does it mean for you to see him at this point in his life and having the journey that he's had, how he's had to overcome adversity, how he's had to stay tough mentally, and even how you had to stay tough and support him, especially knowing that a lot of what was being said was not true?
Well, I had to go to church. Because with me, I'm ready to speak my mind and go off on people, but knowing that nothing was true, I had to keep a light inside and keep him motivated, positive words. And it was times he didn't know I was crying, but I used to cry a lot because I know that my baby had a dream that he was trying to proceed and that people were trying to stop him from doing it. But with his talent and God behind us, couldn't nothing stop us.
Wow. So how excited are you about this season coming up at Kansas?
I'm hyped. I'm still nervous. I don't know why, but I'm so hyped. I'm ready. I'm going to not be yelling as much as I did at Bonnie's because, it's different level, but I'm ready.
So you're going to make it to most of the games?
All of them.
Oh, my God. You're going to be flying all over the
country?
Yeah. Melvin, if you can let him hold on. How much does it mean for your parents and your family to be out supporting you at these games? How much has it always meant to you?
I mean, it's always been a lot, just traveling, don't really have no support. Now I got support now since AAU. You know, my mom never left my side or my dad. Even when my dad was playing basketball and stuff, he always made sure he watched the game or called me before a game. But my mom always been there, so I just can't thank her enough.
Wow. Yeah, he already said that this season right here, he's trying to position himself so you never have to worry about working again, that you don't have to worry about anything. And I tell you this, that's my prayer, that every door that God opens, he opens a door that no man can shut, and he shuts doors that no man can open, and that he puts you in a position to do exactly what you said you want to do, is to take care of your mother. I'm a firm believer, whenever you put other people first and you decide that you're going to bless other people, you're going to be blessed. Matter of fact, there's a scripture that says in Genesis 12:22, he'll bless you to be a blessing. So the fact that you're already thinking about being a blessing to your mom says a whole lot about you as a person, that you're doing it with purpose in mind. And so you got a whole city, but you definitely got people like myself who are praying for your safety, praying for you to have great games, and praying for this door to open that no man can shut, and that when this draft come up next year, Melvin Council goes very high in the draft. And so for that, I'm excited. I just wanted to kind of give you a chance to say something about your son. If you had one thing to say about your son so that other people can know who he really is as a person, what would you say about your son?
Humble. He's very humble.
That's the truth. Now, we ain't going to belabor the time because she don't like doing this, but she made sure I told y'all she's big mama, all right? She little, but she's still big mama. Okay? And I don't know why she thinks she's big mama, but okay. All right, Melvin, this is a question I ask every single person when I finish my interview with them. Who are your top or your 5 most influential players that play basketball? And then I'm going to ask you, who are your top 5 influential people? What top 5 people mean the most in your life? Family, whoever, but let's start with your top 5 in basketball. Go ahead.
My dad, 1. 2, Kobe Bryant. 3, Kevin Durant. 4, gotta be Giannis.
Okay.
And 5, Jimmy Butler.
Why Giannis?
Giannis, people mimic my game as him and say we play the same, say we can't shoot. And Giannis was a kid that was in the gym by himself when nobody thought he wasn't good. And that's just like me.
So if you would, when you say Giannis, the first thing I thought about is the aggressiveness with your game. But you definitely can shoot.
Yeah.
Anybody who don't think you can shoot don't know, like I know, you can shoot the rock. And hopefully this year you let them know you can shoot the rock. Because one thing we could do from 500 is pat that basketball and shoot the rock.
Yep.
Okay, so who are your most 5 influential people in your life?
My grandma, my pastor, my mom, my dad, and all my siblings.
Okay, awesome. You said your pastor. Who's your pastor?
Pastor Nolan Williams.
Oh, all right. I know Pastor Williams. Yeah, I know his sons, Nolan and Brad. And
Yep.
Okay, all right, nice. All right, well, listen, we want to thank you again for tuning into the Truth Podcast. Remember, you should know the truth, and the truth should make you free. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Love y'all. See you later.